So today we will start maxima and minima. What is maxima and minima? Maxima and minima. In our daily life, we do very businesses. Let we have opened a shop to rent a video games. हमने वीडियो गेम की दुकान खोली हुई है और वीडियो गेम को रेंट पे देना है, जिसमें हमारे कुछ फिक्स एक्सपेंडिचर भी हैं, लाइट्स है, शॉप का रेंट है, एटसेट्रा. तो पूरा का पूरा जो हमने रिकवर किया, दैट इज नॉट आवर प्रॉफिट. लेट आवर प्रॉफिट फंक्शन इज एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस 5x प्लस 10. X square, where x is the number of video games. X is the number of video games rented. मान लीजिए हमने x नंबर ऑफ वीडियो गेम रेंट पे दिए हैं, तो हमारा जो प्रॉफिट फंक्शन है वो एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस 5x प्लस 10 है. जहां 5x जो हमने माइनस किए हैं, दैट आर आवर एक्सपेंडिचर्स, दैट आर आवर फिक्स्ड एक्सपेंडिचर्स. सो ऑल द amount recovered is not the profit. This is profit function. So how many number of video games should be rented for maximize the profit so that we can earn maximum profit? On the other hand, we have put a factory. We have put a factory for making toys. For making toys for kids. Let this is our cost function. This is our cost function 3x square minus 2x minus 5. This is our cost function because in here also there are raw materials, electricity charge, labor cost. So we have to minimize the cost function. Here we have to maximize the profit. Here we have to minimize the cost. So there are some cases in which we have to decide, in which we have to maximize or minimize some things. That is very useful in our daily life. So using that differentiation, we will maximize or minimize the things. So how we use differentiation? Now what is maxima and minima? Actually maxima और minima है क्या? Let mathematically we take graph of any function. मान लीजिए हमने किसी भी फंक्शन का ग्राफ लिया. Mathematically let this is the graph of function y is equal to fx is a function, and this is the graph of y is equal to fx in its domain. That is the graph of y is equal to fx. Now we observe this graph. This is y-o and this is x-axis. Observe this graph. This graph starts from here or from anywhere in its domain, goes or increasing, reaching at this point. Reaching at this point. From this point it turns downward. It again decreasing. So it is the point. It is the point where the graph attains maximum height, or we can say that fx has maximum value at this point. Let this point is c. Let this point is c. So at c, fc is maximum, and fc is maximum. If we take any other value of x in all the graph, then fc will be always greater than fx for this particular graph. So fc is maximum value. Fc is maximum value. So here we can see fc is always greater than fx for every c belongs to I. अगर c इसके डोमेन में, इसके इंटरवल में एक ऐसा पॉइंट है कि ये वैल्यू मैक्सिमम है, ऑल अदर वैल्यूज ऑफ fx, तो दिस fc इज कॉल्ड पॉइंट ऑफ मैक्सिमम. दिस fc इज कॉल्ड पॉइंट ऑफ मैक्सिमम. सो fc इज मैक्सिमम वैल्यू. fc इज मैक्सिमम वैल्यू एंड c इज पॉइंट ऑफ मैक्सिमा. c इज पॉइंट ऑफ maxima. On the other hand, let us take another graph. Let us take another graph. This is the graph of any function y is equal to fx. This is case 1. Now case 2. Case 2. This is the graph of another function. Let y is equal to fx. This is the graph. Now what will happen? This graph starts from anywhere in its domain that is decreasing, and this point, at this point it turns upward and again going on increasing. So at this point the value will be minimum. Let this is point C, then fc will be minimum value and C will be the point of minima. After this point the function again going on increasing. So if C is any point, C belongs to I, such that fc is less than fx. fc is less than fx. fx is what? All other points on this graph. All other points on this graph. Then fc is minimum value. fc is minimum value and C is called point of minimum. Point of minimum. So graphically we can understand it. Now we will write the definition according to these graph explanation. Now what is the definition? What is the definition according to this graph? First definition. A function f is called maximum at C if fc is greater than fx and fc is called maximum value. fc is called maximum value. वही जो हमने एक्सप्लेन किया था वही लिखा. अगर पूरे ग्राफ में हमारे पास कोई ऐसा पॉइंट C है, a function f is called maximum at C if fc is greater than fx and fc is called point of maximum value where C belongs to I interval. Function is called maximum in interval I. किसी भी एक इंटरवल I में ये C पॉइंट ऑफ मैक्सिमम कहलाएगा और fc मैक्सिमम वैल्यू कहलाएगी if अगर कोई पॉइंट C ऐसा है कि वो उसकी वैल्यू हमेशा fx से बड़ी है. सेम मिनिमा के लिए अ फंक्शन f is said to be minimum in interval I if there exists a point C such that fc is always less than fx for every C belongs to I. ठीक है. These are the definitions for maxima and minima. Now in this graph let us take another example. Let we have given the graph of some function that is like this. Now what about the function where it has maximum value or where it has minimum value? देखिए यहां हमारे पास यहां से शुरू हुआ, डिक्रीज होना शुरू हुआ, इस टर्निंग पॉइंट पर आया, मान लीजिए पॉइंट C1. ठीक है. उसके बाद क्या हुआ? इंक्रीज होना शुरू हुआ और यहां तक इंक्रीज हुआ, मान लीजिए पॉइंट C2 है. फिर डिक्रीज हुआ, मान लीजिए पॉइंट C3 है. अब क्या हो रहा है? इस पर्टिकुलर इंटरवल में ये पॉइंट C1 पॉइंट ऑफ मिनिमम है. ये भाई हाँ इसकी वैल्यू मिनिमम है C1 पर. इस पर्टिकुलर इंटरवल में ये C2 पॉइंट ऑफ मैक्सिमम है. इस पर्टिकुलर इंटरवल में ये C3 पॉइंट ऑफ मिनिमम है. यानी यहां हमारे पास मल्टीपल पॉइंट्स ऑफ मैक्सिमा एंड मल्टीपल पॉइंट्स ऑफ मिनिमा है. तो ये वाले केस लोकल मैक्सिमा एंड लोकल मिनिमा कहलाते हैं. और हेयर इन होल डोमेन वेयर फंक्शन हैज ए फिक्स्ड maximum value and a fixed minimum value that are called absolute maximum and absolute minimum. So what is the difference between absolute maximum and local maximum? Absolute maximum will be in whole domain while local maximum will be in a particular interval, where local minimum will be a particular interval and absolute maxima or minima will be in whole its domain. So here these definitions we have write, these are for absolute maximum and this is for absolute minimum. These are for absolute maximum and these are for absolute minimum. Now if the function is like this, then what will happen? We have multiple points of minima and multiple points of maxima. So these are local maxima and local minima. Now what are local maxima and local minima? Again, what are local maxima and local minima? Again we draw the graph. This is the graph. Let this is the point C1, this is the point C2, this is the point C3, this is the point C4. Let it is A, it is B, it is C and it is D. Now what will happen? क्या हो रहा है? अब यहां हमारे पास ग्राफ यहां से डिक्रीज होना शुरू हुआ, मैक्सिमम C1 तक डिक्रीज हुआ, उसके बाद इंक्रीज होना शुरू हुआ, मैक्सिमम C2 तक इंक्रीज हुआ, उसके बाद अगेन डिक्रीज होना शुरू हुआ, C3 तक दोबारा क्या हुआ? डिक्रीज हुआ, उसके बाद C3 से फिर इंक्रीज होना शुरू हुआ, D तक बढ़ा, D से फिर दोबारा डिक्रीज होना शुरू हुआ. यानी यहां हमारे पास A और C दो पॉइंट है मिनिमा के लिए, या ये वैल्यू और ये वैल्यू. इस पर्टिकुलर इंटरवल में ये वैल्यू मिनिमम है, इस पर्टिकुलर इंटरवल में ये वैल्यू मिनिमम है. ऐसे ही दो वैल्यू हमारे पास मैक्सिमम के लिए हैं. इस पर्टिकुलर इंटरवल में ये मैक्सिमम है, इस पर्टिकुलर इंटरवल में ये मैक्सिमम है. तो दीज आर कॉल्ड लोकल मैक्सिमा एंड लोकल मिनिमा विच आर डिफाइंड फॉर सम इंटरवल only. Let this is the point C. Let us take this is the point C. So if function this is point C, if we take very small value that is h, so here value is C minus h or where value is C plus h. So if function is minimum in interval C minus h and C plus h, then it is minimum. Here also if function is maximum in C minus h and C plus h, it is maximum. Here also and here also. So what we can say about local maxima and local minima? Local maxima. Local maxima, a function f is said to be have local maximum value at a point C if there exists h greater than 0, such that fc is greater than fx for every x belongs to C minus h and C plus h. C minus h and C plus h. ये ध्यान रखना है. देखिए वहां हमने कंडीशन लगाई थी सिर्फ एब्सोल्यूट मैक्सिमम में x बिलोंग्स टू i, यानी अगर x हमारे पास पूरे डोमेन में कहीं भी है तो भी हमारे पास ये वैल्यू मैक्सिमम थी. लेकिन यहां कंडीशन लगाई है कि x बिलोंग्स टू C माइनस एच टू C प्लस एच, यानी अगर ये पॉइंट C पर मैक्सिमम है तो इसका मतलब ये C माइनस एच वाली वैल्यू और C प्लस एच वाली वैल्यू में सबसे बड़ा है. C माइनस एच वाली वैल्यू सारे में नहीं, एक पर्टिकुलर इंटरवल इस C वैल्यू से थोड़ा सा कम और इस C वैल्यू से थोड़े से ज्यादा में ये वैल्यू सबसे बड़ी है. इंप्लाइज दिस इज कॉल्ड लोकल मैक्सिमा. सेम फॉर लोकल मिनिमा. Same for local minima. A function f is said to have local minima or local minimum value or local minimum value if there exists at point C, value at point C, if there exists h greater than 0 such that fc is less than fx for every x belongs to open interval c minus h to c plus h. बिल्कुल सेम कंडीशन 1 मिनट प्लीज. C if f dash x changes its sign from negative to positive as C increases, or we can say C changes from C minus delta to C plus delta. If we take value slightly less than C, then f dash x, find f dash x. Change value slightly greater than C, find f dash x. If it is changing sign from negative to positive, then C is the point of minima and fc is the minimum value, and fc is the minimum value. Similarly, if we take the portion of the graph where graph is increasing first and decreasing then, and value is maximum, so take some portion of the graph again. So take some portion of the graph. Let us take another portion of that graph. The graph is likewise this. The graph is first increasing. Let this is the point C. Where graph has maximum height. Now what is happening? From this point, function is going on increasing. If function is going on increasing, then f dash x is greater than 0 in the particular interval from C minus delta to C. Here again tangent is parallel to x-axis. So at C, f dash C is equal to 0. From C to C plus delta, as C is increasing, then what is happening? Function is decreasing. Decreasing implies f dash x is less than 0. So what we can say? We can say if f dash C is changing sign from positive to negative. First it was positive, then it was negative. As C increases, C is increased. When we take value slightly less than C, then f dash x is positive. When we take value greater than C slightly, then f dash x is negative. Then fc is called the maximum value and C is called the point of maximum. Of what we have observed in both the graph. In both the graph, what is special? When we take the graph of minimum, f dash C was 0. And when we take the graph of maximum, f dash C was 0. So, what we have observed, we can define that there is, if any point is point of maximum of point of minimum, then f dash C will be definitely 0. Or we can say it is turning point or critical point. It is turning point. From this point, first function is decreasing, then there will be minimum and keep on increasing. If first function is increasing, then at this point value will be maximum and again decreasing. So if we find out the point of maximum or minimum or extreme point which we call, then it will be f dash C is equal to 0. It will be f dash C is equal to 0 first. That is the condition. So what is the theorem? That if a function have maximum or minimum value at point C, then f dash C will be definitely 0. हाँ बोलिए बेटा. So what we have observed, first derivative test, that is first condition. Second condition. What is second condition of first derivative test? That a function have. Excuse me. हाँ बोलिए. So what we have observed, a function have maximum value. A function have maximum value at C if f dash x changes its signs from positive to negative. From positive to negative as C increases. As C increases, and C is called point of maxima. C is called point of maxima. So this is first derivative test. Now the third case, what will happen if f dash x does not change its sign? If f dash x does not change its sign, neither it is positive, neither it is became, मतलब C पर इस पर कोई इफेक्ट ही नहीं है. क्या है हमारे पास? ग्राफ मान लीजिए स्ट्रेट लाइन है. ग्राफ मान लीजिए हमारे पास स्ट्रेट लाइन है. तब क्या होगा? लेट f dash x does not change the sign as the value of C increases. As the value of C increases. Value of C is increases. This is C1. This is C2. This is C3. What is happening? C is increasing. C is increasing, but function, graph of function, neither changing its values, neither is it increasing nor it is decreasing. F dash x does not changing its sign. So in this case, function is neither increasing nor decreasing, and this is called point of inflection. This is called point of inflection. If f dash x does not change its sign. Third part, if f dash x does not change its sign as C increases, then function is neither increasing nor decreasing. Neither increasing nor decreasing at C. And in this condition, point C is called point of inflection. And point C is called point of inflection. Okay, this is first derivative test which we will use practically. What is first derivative test? If C changes its sign from negative to positive, then it is point of minima. If f dash C changes its sign from positive to negative, then it is point of maxima. And if f dash C does not change its sign, implies it is point of inflection. Now what if function is not differentiable? But this derivative test can be used only when function is differentiable. But if function is not differentiable, then what will happen? Let us take y is equal to mod x. Let me take y is equal to mod x. Function is given, example, fx is equal to mod x. We have to find its maximum and minimum value and point at which it is maximum or minimum. You know that mod x is not differentiable at x is equal to 0. But what is the graph of mod x? Fx is equal to mod x graph, this one and this one. This is the graph. This is point 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. So in this case, what we observe? In this case, what we observe? The graph have minimum value at point 0. 0 का दिशा नीचे कहीं नहीं जा रहा है, मतलब 0 इसकी मिनिमम वैल्यू है. और 0 मिनिमम वैल्यू कहाँ है? x इज इक्वल टू 0 पर. लेकिन ऊपर की तरफ इनफाइनाइटली दोनों डायरेक्शन में, इंप्लाइज मैक्सिमम वैल्यू एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगी. मैक्सिमम वैल्यू एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगी, तो इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी दैट वी विल यूज डिफरेंशिएशन टू फाइंड मैक्सिमा और मिनिमा. In the functions where functions are not differentiable, we will use graphical method or common hypothesis method using hypothesis based. So here we observe from the graph, f0 is equal to 0 is minimum value of fx. So minimum value is 0, and point of minima is equal to 0. X is equal to 0. Maximum value does not exist. Okay. Now let us take, you define fx is equal to mod x in some closed interval. Let we have taken fx is equal to mod x in the closed interval x belongs to -1 to 2. Let we have taken fx is equal to mod x in the closed interval -1 to 2. Now it has maximum value. At what point? At point 2. At point 2, what is the value? 2. So f2 is equal to 2. It is its maximum value when it is defined in some particular closed interval. If it is defined in whole domain, then it have minimum value but no maximum value. Let us take another example. Y fx is equal to 3 minus modulus of x plus 1. fx is equal to 3 minus modulus of x plus 1. Now what will happen? Mod x plus 1 is always greater than 0. If any value greater than 0 will be subtracted from 3, then we will get value less than 3. Implies 3 is its maximum value. Not minimum. If we take x is equal to 1, then 3 minus 2. We take x is equal to 0, then what will happen? 3 minus 1. If we take x is equal to -1, so when x plus 1 is 0, fx is maximum. And x plus 1 is where 0? At x is equal to -1. So maximum value is, fx is maximum when modulus of x plus 1 is equal to 0. So at x is equal to -1. So point of maxima is equal to -1, and maximum value, what is maximum value? 3. Minimum value does not exist. Why? If we change the values of x, corresponding changes the values of fx. As x plus 1 is increasing, the value of fx is decreasing to infinity. So it does not have minimum value. So fx does not have minimum value. Either it have maximum value, but it does not have minimum value. Let us take another example. Fx is equal to x. And x is defined in the open interval 1 to 4. Fx is equal to x and x is defined in the open interval 1 to 4. What does the graph say? At 1 x is equal to 1 and at 4 x is equal to 4. This is the graph. But end points are not included. At the interval is open interval, so end points are not included. Now we have to find the maximum and minimum value. If this will be a closed interval, then minimum value will be 1 and maximum value will be 4. But this is open, so minimum value somewhere may be near the 1 and maximum value may be near the 4. Now what is the definition of near? Near and farthness is the relative words used. Relatively, for this point 1.1 may be nearer. 1.1 may be nearer, लेकिन then what is the about 0.10001 as Principal Sir have already told you about the nearness and farness. So if we take any point near to 1, there will exist another point nearer to that, so there is no value which we can say that will be the minimum. Whether we take the less value of 1 point something greater than 1 but nearest to 1, but then there exists also a value nearer to then again. So neither minimum nor maximum value exists in the open interval. Neither minimum nor maximum value exists for a continuous function. This is the continuous function. If function is likewise this, then yes, there may be minimum or maximum value. But if function is continuous, then value minimum or maximum value does not exist in the open interval. For closed interval, similarly for maximum value, if maximum value be likewise near to 4, if we take 3.9, then what is about 3.99? If we take 3.99, then what is about 3.99999? So there is no point which we can say that is nearest to 4 or approximate to 4. So the maximum and minimum value in continuous function and differentiable function lies only in closed interval, which we will discuss in later. Now this is the explanation for maxima and minima. If we take the graph of y is equal to x square, next example, let the graph is y is equal to x square, then what will happen? Y is equal to x square. Graph is, then y is equal to x square is a parallel. Y is equal to x square is a parallel. Upward parabola. Then what is happening? The minimum value is at 0.0. As for just y is equal to mod x type, minimum value is at 0, but maximum value, the graph is going on upward direction, so maximum value does not exist. So what is minimum value? Minimum value is 0 at x is equal to 0. So point of minima is x is equal to 0. Maximum value does not exist. Maximum value does not exist. So what we conclude? We conclude that maybe in some function minimum value exists but maximum value does not exist, or maybe maximum value exists but minimum value did not exist, or minimum and maximum value both does not exist, or minimum and maximum value both exist more than one time for some particular interval. Now we will discuss about second derivative test. Now likewise we have taken first derivative test. Now we will take second derivative test. First, some example of first derivative test. Let we have given fx is equal to one example of first derivative test. Before this, all the examples we have done without using differentiation. Now we will use differentiation as we have discussed in first derivative test. Let function is given fx is equal to x cube minus 3x plus 3. Function is given fx is equal to x cube minus 3x plus 3. So what is the procedure? In derivative test, first we will find out f dash x. Because we have learnt that maximum or minimum value exists only where differentiation or derivative of the function is 0, where f dash c is 0. So first we will find out turning point or critical point where f dash c is 0. So f dash x. What is f dash x? 3x square minus 3. 3x square minus 3. So in this f dash x, the point are hidden where function can attain maximum or minimum value. So putting f dash x is equal to 0. Putting f dash x is equal to 0. What is happening? 3x square minus 3 is equal to 0. 3x square minus 1 is equal to 0. X plus 1, x minus 1 is equal to 0. Either x is equal to minus 1 or x is equal to plus 1. Here are two critical points or turning points where the function can attain maximum or minimum values. What is x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to plus 1. Now we will check the sign of f dash x, slightly less than value of x and slightly greater than value of x. Now take first now if we take x is equal to minus 1, what is happening if we take x is equal to minus 1? We take value slightly less than minus 1. Value slightly less than minus 1. Let x is equal to minus 1.1. Value slightly less than minus 1.1. We have put in f dash x. Then what is f dash x? F dash x is equal to 3x square minus 1 implies 3x plus 1 x minus 1. Now when x is equal to minus 1.1, this is negative. If we put minus 1.1, this is negative. This is again negative and negative positive. So f dash x is positive when we take value slightly less than minus 1. When we take value slightly greater than 1, value slightly greater than 1. Slightly greater than 1, let take x is equal to minus 0.9. Minus 0.9. Then what will happen to f dash x? F dash x is 3x plus 1 x minus 1. If we put 0.9 here, positive. If we put 0.9 here, negative. So this is positive and this is negative, implies negative. So f dash x is changes sign from positive to negative. From positive to negative implies fx has its maximum value at x is equal to minus 1. Because f dash x is changing sign. Because f dash x is changing its sign from positive to negative as x increases from value slightly less than minus 1 to slightly greater than minus 1. Slightly greater than minus 1. So f dash x is so fx is maximum at x is equal to minus 1 according to first derivative test. And what is maximum value? What is maximum value? Maximum value is fc implies f minus 1. What is f minus 1? Minus 1 cube minus 3 into minus 1 plus 3. So minus 1 cube minus 1 plus 3 plus 3, 3 3 6 minus 1 5. Maximum value is 5. Now we have checked for x is equal to minus 1. The second value is x is equal to plus 1. So let us take value x plus 1. X is equal to plus 1, slightly less than plus 1 implies let us take 0.9. Now it is positive. So value slightly less than plus 1 is 0.9. If we put 0.9 in f dash x, if we put 0.9 in f dash x, here 0.9 positive, here 0.9 negative. So this is positive, this is negative, implies negative. At value greater than 1, let us take x is equal to 1.1. Then what is happening? X is equal to 1.1. F dash x f dash x is equal to 1.1 here, positive, here also positive. So positive or plus positive implies positive. So f dash x is changing its sign from negative to positive as x increases. So f dash x has minimum value according to first derivative test. So fx has minimum value at x is equal to 1. And what is the minimum value? F1. So F1 is equal to what? 1 cube minus 3 into 1 plus 3. So 1 minus 3 plus 3 cancel out 1. Here you also observe F1 is equal to 1 and F minus 1 is equal to 5. So it is maximum and it is minimum. This is the use of first derivative test to find the maximum and minimum value for any given function.